What's My Superpower? Written by Aviaq Johnston. Illustrated by Tim Mack. In a little house in the very middle of a small town where winter is always longer than summer, a little girl named Nirvana lived with her mother. Nirvana loved everything about her small town. She loved the quiet roads with lots of space to play hide and seek, tag, and street hockey. She loved to ride her bike without worrying about cars coming down the road like big monsters. Anana, Novena said to her mother one day, if I had a superpower, I could fight big monsters, you know. Yes, Panik, her mother replied as she stroked Nirvana's hair. Do you think I'll ever have a superpower? Nirvana asked. I don't know, Panik. Maybe, her mother said with a smile. Nirvana always wondered about what it would be like to have superpowers. Everywhere she went, she wore a yellow cape made from a blanket and a pair of snowmobile goggles resting on her head. On the first day of school, Nirvana was in gym class when a boy named Davidi ran into the gym so quickly he was just a blur. All the other kids tried to race him, but he was faster than all the kids in the class. Davidi, you have a superpower, Nirvana excitedly told him. You can run faster than a skidoo. Do you think that's true? Davidi asked her, beaming. I know it's true, said Nirvana, but I wonder what my superpower is. Nirvana went home after school and told her mom all about Davidi. He was so fast, he almost burned the floor off the gym, Ivana told her. He was like the wind on a blizzardy day. Wow, he really must have super speed, her mother replied. If Davidi has a superpower, does that mean I can have a superpower too? Nirvana asked. I'm sure we'll find out soon, her mom said. Nirvana imagined herself flying in the sky or talking to animals or finding herself breathing underwater. The days began to grow colder, but that did not stop Nirvana from going to the playground to play with her friends. One day, Nirvana saw her friend Mata swinging so high that it looked like she was going to loop around the swing set. Nirvana and her friends all stared at Mata, amazed. Then suddenly, Mata was flying from the swing. She landed so far away that Nirvana was sure that Mata had flown through the air. You can fly, Nirvana said. Mata smiled widely. Really? She asked. Of course, Nirvana said. If you keep practicing, someday you'll be able to fly all the way around the whole world. When Nirvana went home that day, She told her mom about the amazing flying girl she had seen at the playground. She was flying? Her mom asked. Well, she was jumping very far, Nirvana explained. But I think she'll be able to fly for real if she keeps trying. Nirvana started jumping around the house, off the chair, off the tables, trying to see if she could be just like Mata. I don't think your superpower is flying, Panique, her mom said. But don't worry, we'll figure out what your special talent is soon. The next day, Nirvana and her friends brought their sleds to the big hill next to their school to go sliding. Nirvana's cousin, Jonice, was already at the top of the hill building an Anuksuk. All across the hill, there are snow sculptures of animals and snowmen and even a whole igloo. Jonice, did you make these? Nirvana asked. Yep, he said. All of them. Even that polar bear right there. It was easy. What else can you make? She asked. Anything. I can make a caribou and maybe even a monkey. I can make things out of rocks and even ice. Is it your superpower to make things? Nirvana asked. You build whatever you can think of? Yep, he replied. I can build anything. Nirvana told her mom all about Jonice's superpower. Panique, don't you know that Jonice's dad has that superpower too? Jonice is going to be a carver just like his father. Does that mean I might have that superpower too? Nirvana asked. I've never tried to build anything before. Why don't you try it out? Her mom said. Nirvana tried to build an Anuksuk out of her blocks, but it fell over. She tried to make a house out of her Legos, but it was too hard. She sighed. I guess it's not my superpower. Her mom hugged her tight. I'm sure we'll figure it out soon, Panique. Nirvana kept finding friends who had superpowers whenever she went out to play. When she went swimming in the spring, she met a boy named Adami who could hold his breath underwater longer than anyone else. They were playing games in the water, and Nirvana wanted to see who could hold their breath the longest. She thought she had been underwater for minutes, but after she ran out of breath and came up to the surface, Adami stayed underwater for much longer. When he finally came up, Nirvana said, You can hold your breath for a really long time. That must be your superpower. Do you think so? Adami said. I know so, Nirvana said. Cool, Adami said. It's like I'm half fish. Nirvana was happy for her friends. They had all found the things that they were good at. She liked to tell them they had superpowers, and she liked to see them smile. They all seemed so happy to have a special talent. But Nirvana wished she knew what her superpower was. Anana, Nirvana said when she came home from school one day. I still don't know what my superpower is. Am I ever gonna figure it out? Her mom gave her a big smile. I think I know what your superpower is, Panique, she said. Nirvana looked up at her mom, excited but confused. What is it? Can I fly like Mata? Or am I really strong? No, Panique. Can't you see? Her mother asked as she hugged Nirvana close. Your superpower is making other people feel good about themselves. Nirvana smiled. I think that's a good superpower to have, she said. The end.